Hello, everyone. It is me, JT, and I am here to bring to you one of the best interviews that we're going to have for DWFMania 11. It is the match against Altair going against Zach Ashes. So Altair, what do you plan to do, or how do you prep your mind going into this contest against a man like Zach Ashes?
For a man like Zach Ashes, you're really saying how do I prep for someone like Zach Ashes? Let me tell you a direct answer. Zach Ashes is just some regular jobber that I always face every time. It's nothing different of when I'm facing TDB. It's nothing different when I face what was his name? The little bitch I faced at last year's DWF Mania. What was it? Some fucking wolf? What? I don't remember because that's how much of a jobber he was. Look, there is no preparing for Zach Ashes because Zach Ashes is just the same jobber. There is nothing different. I'm going through the same fucking thing. It's just no competition for the man known as Blue.
No competition. What do you say to that, Zach? How do you prepare against a man like Altair who has apparently has no competition?
My client, Zach Ashes, does not need to prepare for such a weak opponent. He's just going to dominate as he always does and always has. Simple, no way around it.
All right, I guess that's a good idea. So, do you have any words, Altair, to say to your opponent?
Well, I've got to say, we talked at the restaurant. We agreed on a fact about a special scenario if it happens. Now, I didn't want it to be exactly told to everyone because there might be a possibility we could have gone for a different scenario. Because let's face it, Zach, you realize that if we tie, we won't go in overtime. That's it. We're both going to PXT. So while you're being the dumbass over there, I'm trying to play smart, and now you're trying to fuck us both. So if we somehow both go to PXT, let's just remember that it was your fault.
See, how do you respond to that, Ashes? How do you respond to comments like that?
Respond to the fact that he's just going to get pushed back down the card. Really no comment on this. It's simple. It's no point in saying anything. If Zach does get sent back to PXT, he's just going to dominate his way right back up.
See, Altair, here's a question for you. This comes from the man himself, your opponent. He asks, how's it been being dropped by him after every promo?
How does it feel to be dropped by him from every promo? I say it's very predictable. I only sell the fucking hit because you know why? I want to give him false hope. You really think that he's gonna win just because he's dropping me at the end of promos? Nah, fam. Nah, look, I am a very intelligent man. And Zach Ashes, he says he could beat everyone, and he's full of energy, but he needs to realize that he's stepping on boundaries he can't comprehend. So why don't you go tell Zach Ashes, saying instead of being like a little bitch and attacking me after promos, why don't he actually wait until we fight at DWF Mania where it'll be an official match, huh?
See. Hmm. So how do you respond to that, Zach Ashes? Any thoughts? Any comments?
Any thoughts on him saying he's letting him, selling the move, selling the promo? I've been in this same scenario with France. He doesn't just sell. It's pretty much what happens at the pay-per-view. He's gonna get beat. He's gonna get broken. He's gonna fail as he always does. It's pretty simple. He doesn't have any chance in winning. He never had any chance in winning. Him beating Jason was a fluke, pure simple, shown every other big match he's had. He's gonna lose, and he's never, ever gonna be the same guy people looked up to.
Good words, and really, that's some fighting words there. But listening to what Altair said, if it is true that your client has been attacking him after every single promo, wouldn't that mean that your client could probably be worried, scared about Altair?
Scared? No, that's actually not it at all. It's actually him giving him warning shots, maybe even telling him to back off while he's still ahead. Because once that bell rings, it's over for him. His whole main roster, his whole trip, his whole journey is all going down the drain back to PXT.
And I'm carrying this rivalry like I carried PXT back then. And right now, the only thing that Zach Ashes is doing is saying a few little words against me, hitting me in the end of promos, and then here I am making all the scenarios that we could possibly do. And I'm thinking of like, you know what? Maybe if I push these buttons for Zach Ashes, maybe he'll react. Maybe he'll actually do something other than attacking. But no, because he's just a Neanderthal that he is, and all he does is just attack. See, I'm a man. Like I said, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I know what I'm doing, but apparently Zach Ashes just can't comprehend. He can't see. He can't talk. He can't actually. Yeah, apparently he can't talk because he needs a southern asshole over here talking for him.
Huge.
So right now, I'm getting prepared for DWFMania. I don't know what Zach Ashes is doing. He's over there trying to think of some prop that he's going to use for DWFMania. I'm preparing. I am not going there and hoping for a match. I'm hoping for a fight because I'm beating your ass down, Zach.
Oh, those are some light words, considering not only have I beaten you, Jason buried you more than a multiple times. You aren't beating Zach. The reason he's not fighting, the reason he's not doing anything more is because he already knows the outcome of the match. What's the point in putting so much effort into a person you're just going to die? What's the point? Tell me, what is the point of this?
If you call Jason burying me, then I guess Rudy buried Zach because that's all I. Because in your words, Jason buried me when in fact he never he hasn't 3-0'd me over and over. But Zach, well, he has a different story.
Okay, so maybe back then he wasn't ready for Rudy. Now he can beat Rudy. Simple. Back then Rudy had the edge over Zach. Zach now has the edge over Rudy.
So what you're saying is, you're just saying what you're saying right now is just you're agreeing with me. Rudy did bury Zach.
No.
And I'm just here putting the dirt back in its grave.
No, I'm agreeing that he beat Zach. There was no burial in Zach versus Rudy.
Then I guess I'll have to do the job and put the tombstone myself.
You won't be able to put a tombstone on this legend. Hate to break it to you.
Oh, sorry, I'll just put two woods together and say RIP. Because that's the least he deserves.
Truth be told, I could have gave you a lot worse than No Way Out. But I was nice.
You were nice.
Now back to the problem at hand. You're still calling that Rudy buried Zach, and you're now going to bury Zach. You're not going to bury him. You're not going to touch him. He's going to dominate you. He's going to put you your PXT, you're gonna have to climb that slow ladder all the way back to the top. Then again,
There is no slow ladder for me. I go all the way. I'm going through the escalators. I'm going through the fucking elevator, bitch. You really think I'm gonna take some slow ass stairs? Nah, I'm going all the way. I'm gonna carry every fucking person to me with me all the way up. Cause you know why? Cause I'm the best in this business. I'm the best in this business. No one is gonna stop me because I'm a freight train, and you're just a little car in my way.
Oh, really? If that's the case, then you got stopped by this little car over here that's talking to you. But if that's also the case, then
You
the
didn't
boulder
stop
that's
me.
in front of you is gonna stop you, and that boulder is Zach Ash's.
Look, I don't know if you understand. You never stopped the freight train. You might have had a little bump for this freight train, but that's all about it. Now, this little tiny pebble of Zach Ashes isn't gonna stop this freight train. Now, I'm gonna ran right through him. I'm gonna crush this little pebble.
You say crush, but the only thing that's gonna be crushed is your dreams of actually getting to the top of DWF. That's the only thing getting crushed in this match.
Here's the
That
thing.
and
I'm
maybe your
already
skill.
at the top. No. I'm already at the top. I've been in a main. I've been in a.
At the top, really.
I've been in
You're a joke.
the main
You
title.
are a joke.
I've been
You are
fighting
a
Hall of
bad
Famers back
mistake.
to back. Fighting you, fighting Zach, and all I'm doing here is getting more money and more fame because all I get is respect because I'm fighting the high carders here. I'm playing the high ballers.
Yeah, you're fighting the high card. It's getting buried. It's getting you nowhere.
I ain't getting buried. The only thing that's getting buried is how crappy your promo skills are coming in at. Because all you thinking was about Southern Cat.
From the guy that called himself a freight train. You're not a freight train. You're a tiny bicycle riding up a hill so slowly. You're struggling. You're on your last limb. You're not getting anywhere. You are a failure as a wrestler. You are a failure to be called the guy that carried PXT on his shoulders. You are a failure to call yourself the best in the business. You are nothing more than a joke. You're nothing more than a little leak that slipped through the crack. You are nothing.
Look, I am the king. I created this career I made. This career is what's going to zoom right through Zach, zoom through OMG, zoom through Balor, whatever. I'm going to zoom through all the high cards. I'm going to zoom right through DWF because I am the king that truly should have the happy ending of this story.
There is no happy ending for you. You call yourself a king. You've been thrown off your throne more than once. The king has been dethroned more than once. That's not a king. That's a fluke. You're not a king. You're a wannabe.
No.
Stop trying.
I've lost some few battles, but that does not mean I lost the war. I'm full and ready, and I will never surrender.
A war? It was never a war to begin with. It was your demise. You just need to accept that. My client is going to break you down. He's going to beat you up. He's going to send your ass back to PXT. He's going to send your career back to the trash can where it once came from. And there's never going to be another word spoken out of you that can touch him, that can touch any of the actual people that can fight, that's going to touch anyone in DWF ever.
We'll see.
Guess we will.